Hi, Democrats. Today is Friday, August 12th, and it's time for the Chair's Daily Life. Happy Friday. I hope to have a guest. We're having some technical issues. I hope that it works out. We'll see how that goes. But before I bring on our guest, I want to mention some stuff that's happening nationally because you would think I didn't pay attention if I didn't. So you guys know that the former guy, the FBI and the DOJ showed up at the former guy's residence with a signed warrant, took some stuff away, and the GOP lost their minds all over social media. Facebook, Twitter, everywhere. And they were talking about, we demand answers. Where are our answers? And they're politicizing the FBI and the DOJ. What are we going to do? Oh my God, it's horrible. James Langford, one of our senators who needs to be replaced on November 8th, he came out, he said, it's been 24 hours. We need answers. So Merrick Garland came out yesterday and gave answers and said, hey, I approved it. Leave the DOJ alone. Leave the FBI alone. They did their job. I approved the warrant. And Trump's attorney was there and received a receipt for everything that we took. And I'm giving the former guy until 3 p.m. tomorrow to let us know if we can release everything. So here's the funny thing. Before it was released, Markwayne Mullin, who is running to replace Jim Inhofe, feel kind of sad for him because it's going to be Kendra Horn, but he attended a Republican press conference where he, basically said, it was partisan and you politicize the DOJ. And if Democrats don't demand transparency, then they're part of the problem. All right, we got some transparency, folks. There's discussion of espionage. I say you wait and see what's going to happen before you go out there and you say in your partisan press conference that it was a partisan act. So I think someone has egg on their face. So I kind of want to bring it back local. I wanted to make sure that you guys understood that was happening. I want to bring it back locally and talk about, because we have plenty of homegrown nonsense and mismanagement. And so I want to talk about, I keep telling you about how incredibly qualified the candidates that we have running in this cycle are. And so I want to introduce you to them. And so today I'm being joined by Melinda Aleizadeh-Fard, who is running for lieutenant governor. And see if we've worked out our technical difficulties. Hi, Melinda. How are you? Can you hear me?
Oh, we are good. We're good. I can hear you now. We're on. Patched it through.
Awesome. So you're in the car. I want to make sure everybody knows you are not driving.
I am not.
Okay. Awesome. You're in the car.
You need to get off that phone too.
Yes. Tell everybody where you're going.
I've had to borrow his phone, and he's making sure no one calls because it keeps overriding you. So we're.
Oh no, we lost her. I'm gonna leave her up there in case she comes back. So she is on her way to Carter County to meet with Democrats in Carter County. Okay,
yes,
you're back.
We are. We're going, and Ms. Hoffmeister is going to be there also.
Okay. So Joy will be there, and so this is a campaign. This is a county office event, and you're just going there to meet Democrats.
Yes, we are. We're looking forward to that, and we're hoping that a lot of those people show up.
Alrighty, so I've been giving people the homework that they need to go out and meet our candidates. And I keep saying the candidates are everywhere. So tell them where you're going to be in the next 7 days.
Well, okay, tonight we're in Carter County. Tomorrow we will be in Tulsa, actually Broken Arrow at the Pride.
Oh, I'll see you there.
Then I'll see you there. And next Tuesday I'll be in Tulsa for the Tulsa County at the Apple Barrel at 6:00. Tulsa County, heart of the party. And then on Thursday we'll be in Bristow at the community center. Both of those are 6:00. And then next weekend we'll be in Shawnee. And hopefully Pontotoc County on Sunday. There's an event. And Then next Wednesday, we'll be speaking in Delaware County, also at 6 o'clock. And that's, we're going. We get out there. You've seen me at quite a few places. And I
I've
tag
seen
along
you
a
all
lot.
over
I
the
like to
state.
support all our candidates. So.
Awesome. I've seen you all over the state. And like I said, I'm so glad that I caught you today when you're traveling, because I've been telling people, go meet the candidates. They're everywhere. You're actually in the act of being somewhere.
Yes, we are.
So the lieutenant governor is responsible for stepping in for the governor should he or she have to. They're the president of the Senate, and then they also oversee 10 boards and commissions, right?
Yes, that's correct. That's correct.
It is this Democrat's opinion that that job isn't currently being done to its fullest.
Oh, I think that's been neglected this lieutenant governor. I think he had one focus, and that was to put the barbecue restaurants in 6 parks. And we haven't seen much of him until we haven't seen much of it. But
So
there are a number of important commissions that he does serve on that he should be participating in.
So I want to talk about a couple of those boards and commissions, right? So tourism is one of them.
Yes.
It's his signature on a lot of the documents for the Swadley scandal. Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Well, the Swadleys, that whole situation was handled wrong. There are procedures in place for requesting proposals and getting bids for services that the state needs. Now, Swadley's happened to was approved for the contract to put those restaurants in the 6 state parks. It was originally 5, but then it was expanded. And the duties actually expanded far beyond that and far beyond the scope of competence that you would think a barbecue person would have. I don't know if everybody is aware, but last week there was an amended petition filed, and in that petition, you also see that he was put in charge of making repairs on the docks at the lakes at some of these places, and in general, the construction, putting him over in construction, and there weren't always permits that they got. Now, I am the daughter of an electrician, and I remember very clearly one time he was called to a job to fix a fuse box that wasn't working anymore. And it was because the people that were not competent to do the job had been working on that fuse box. And that fuse box blew up in his face. Now, the Swadley's deal, that has blown up in the face of the people of Oklahoma. And so there's going to have to be a lot of remedial work to get things back to where they're supposed to be.
Okay, so help everybody out with your background. I know that you're an immigration attorney. Tell us a little bit about who you are.
Okay, well, I am a 5th generation Oklahoma. My mother is from Wewoka. My father was from Shawnee. I was born while he was serving in the Navy, and then we returned to Oklahoma, and I grew up in Shawnee. I attended one of those little 8th grade, kindergarten through 8th grade independent school district schools. And then I graduated from Shawnee High School. We lived in the little triangle of the Shawnee, Earlsboro, and Tecumseh. So that's where I grew up. And spent a lot of time in Seminole County. That's where my grandparents were. I have lots of cousins down there, lots of ties to that part of the state. I have been an immigration attorney over 20 years. I am also a retired state employee. I work for the Department of Human Services and the Oklahoma Employment Security Commission. And so I've been working since I was 15. And like most of the people in Oklahoma, I work really hard. And that was another motivation for me to run, is that I work hard for my money. I don't like to see it wasted. I don't like to see the money that I paid taxes for being wasted either. So part of my reason for running is indignation at the state that our state is in now.
Well, you answered the questions I was going to ask you, and that's wonderful. So I want to talk about a couple of things, right? So we have Swadley's, we have the scandal at the school land commission.
Yes.
Where was our current lieutenant governor when that scandal was happening?
Well, I saw a picture. He was sitting in a meeting scratching his head. So I'm sure he was there. But whether he was paying attention and whether he's competent to perform the duties of the job, you know.
And I know that the advisory commission is.
I just don't think he is.
So I know that the advisory commission is one that's advisory commission.
Okay.
Advisory commission.
We're cutting out just a tiny bit. We're going to pull over so we won't cut out so much. So we are pulled over safely on the road now. And could you repeat that question, please, Alicia?
I know that you have an opinion about the advisory commission.
And the advisory commission. Well,
yes.
Oh, yes. Well, on all of them, I think that one of the problems with these commissions that the lieutenant governor either chairs or vice chairs or is an important member of is that one of the first things that Stitt did when he went into office was he removed their oversight over the agencies. And so even though he did that, those commissioners can be making noise and bringing to the attention of the people of Oklahoma the mismanagement that's going on. That didn't happen. I have opinions about almost all of those boards because, you know, the more you look into them, you check the attendance. Was he there? Was he not there? What they're approving? Was anybody else looking at this stuff? And sadly, no, they were not. So
I want to thank you because I didn't give you a whole lot of notice to join me. I want to thank you for joining me because I want people to, I think you are better than qualified. And I want people to hear how great you are. So do me a favor. Tell me what your website is.
It is Melinda for LTGovernor.com. So I'll spell it out, MELINDA 4 LTGovernor.com. There it is. Thank you.
Okay, because I want people to be able to find you and find out information about you. And there's a donate button on Melinda4LieutenantGovernor.com because our candidates, they need money. If you want to see them on TV, if you want mail in your mailbox, if you want them to be able to travel all over the state, they need your donation. They need your time. They need somebody to drive them around, write postcards, do phone banking, put out signs. They need your time and they need your treasure. So go out to Melinda4LieutenantGovernor.com. There's a donate button. Learn about her. And you heard at the top of this 15 minutes where she's going to be. She's going to be all over the state. So drive to where she is, learn about who she is so that you know who you're voting for. Because I think if you hear who she is and you know what we've been putting up with for the last 4 years, you will know that she is the best candidate for lieutenant governor for 2023. So election 2022. Yeah. So please go. She's in Carter County. She's going to be in Bristol, Tulsa, Broken Arrow. She'll be in I know they're doing a 77 county deal, and they're going to announce that. So they are coming to Comanche County. She's going to be all over the state. Please pay attention to Melinda4LieutenantGovernor.com. They're putting their schedule out there. Find out where she is. Go and learn who she is. She's better than qualified, folks. Melinda Aleizadeh-Fard, our next lieutenant governor. Knock 'em dead in Carter County. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you. Thank you. You all have a wonderful weekend. Hope to see a lot of you.
Thank you. Alrighty, that's it, folks. I'm just going to keep bringing folks on because I want you to know who they are. It's important that you get a feel for who it is you're voting for, because it's not just a name, it's a real person. And it's a real person that, if elected, we got to put up with for at least 4 years. So you need to know who they are. You need to know why you're voting for them. I'm leaving that up there, Melinda for lieutenantgovernor.com, because I want you to go and find out who she is. She's not just a name, and it's just not somebody that we pulled out of nowhere. She's better than qualified. She knows how to read a contract, which apparently we're not sure if our current guy does. She knows how to read a contract, and that's what we need to happen right now. Thanks for joining me. And as Melinda said, you guys have a wonderful weekend, and I'll be back here Monday at 4:15, and we'll see what I come up with then. Thanks so much. I'm by myself today, guys.